Hey, Hannibal here. I'm sure you've seen the video of the McDonald's bags just sitting there, all that McNuggets just sitting there, just going to waste, and some of the responses that came from that picture. And one of the things we want to talk about is that viral TikTok post. She had a lot to say about tipping in terms of Grubhub and DoorDash and ubereats and what have you, something that she does not like to do, tip before getting delivered. We're going to talk about all of that right now. But first, 50% of you guys are not subscribed who watch this channel. Take your time to hit subscribe. Subscribe helps this channel immensely. Hit like, share it amongst your independent contractors, and let's get into it.
There's a whole section dedicated to people who don't tip and their order just sits there.
This is why I really don't fuck with DoorDash or Uber Eats, because they be fucking on my orders anyway. What the young girl is saying on this video is basically if you don't add the tip to the service, they don't have to pick up your motherfucking food and get your shit, pretty much, because they independent contractors. First of all, tipping is a satisfactory service. That means if I'm satisfied with how you bring me my motherfucking food, then I'm going to tip your ass, period. No one is obligated to give you a tip when they don't even know how they're going to receive their food. When I'm at a restaurant, I don't tip the waitress before the service. I tip the waitress after the fucking service, because I need to know and I need to see how you perform your service and if I'm satisfied with the service. And I don't like the way that DoorDash and Uber Eats set that shit up where they want you to tip first. Because baby, one time that happened to me and a girl sent me my food and Sprite was all over my food. What?
Many people have already talked about this, but I wanted to put some of my perspective into it. Let's talk about the good, the positive of this interaction, this conversation. First off, that it is a conversation, that customers are talking about this situation, that customers are finally understanding something. It's a viral post. Many people have already seen it. Hey, why am I not getting my order on time? Why is it taking an hour and a half to get my order? Is there something wrong with the DoorDash driver? Is there something happening in the restaurant? Now they realize the reason why the order is taking so long is because you're not tipping. You're going to have to put a few more dollars to get your food nice and hot and on time. So that's a good thing. Hopefully some people have changed their perspective and they will tip appropriately to get their food faster or get their goods faster. Whatever they're ordering, put a couple of dollars in there and you'll probably get it on time or even faster than you would normally would. I know many people, especially this TikToker, many people probably think they're probably not honest. They're probably lying. They're probably making excuses. They want to wait until they get your delivery first before tipping. Let's take the people who actually are honest about it first. Tipping. Primarily tipping is usually done after the service has been completed. Whether you go to a salon, barber shop, house cleaning, one is taking care of something for you. Usually you would tip more after the service. It's already agreed upon price and you add tip after the service is complete. For instance, I run a dog walking, dog boarding business. I can accept tips, but I have a certain price point of the service. Once that service is done, they pay the service is done. If they want to tip, cool. The problem is that we rely on these tips for our living wage, or at least a good wage. I don't want to say living, like barely making it, but some of us are probably barely making it. We need tips to get a decent wage. And to be honest, I'm not too comfortable with that. I'm not too comfortable having my main source of income, an app that I don't understand the algorithm, they're not transparent, the customers, most of them don't tip, and there's no structure involved. Tipping is extremely subjective. Some people just think you deserve to get 5% or 10% or 20% tip. We have the standard 20%, but most people look at that 20% after they spend $6, $8, $100 on a meal, and they will scale it back based on their perspective, whatever they feel comfortable paying. And that's the problem, because most customers aren't interested in tipping. Many of them are ignorant and think that we make a good amount of money on the base wage. That's another problem that we have. While dashers and people who work independent contractors argue with customers, Tony Hsu and other CEOs like them are laughing themselves to the bank, because they are just sitting back watching us fight each other, while the company should pay us enough money where tips should be a plus, not a mandatory means to survive. But that's the idealistic world. We do not live in an idealistic world. We live in reality. Right now, it doesn't matter if I get tipped or DoorDash bumps up that base wage for someone to pick up that order because they've been sitting there an hour. I'm going to take it regardless, because money is money. And as long as someone paying me the value and the offer that I feel I deserve, that I deserve, I will take the offer. So tipping is not necessarily something that is mandatory. Someone needs to pay me, and as long as someone pays me what I think I'm worth, I will do the job. Our services are luxury services, but these companies are trying to make it a service that everybody can do. People on EBT, there's the people on SNAP, there's people who are in low-income housing. They want everybody to take a service that's really primarily should be to people who have means. When you think about it, maybe a couple of decades ago, when someone was a personal shopper, they were usually someone that had a benefactor that was extremely wealthy, not the dude in the projects. But the idea now that Amazon is looking to get people who have low income into Amazon Prime, Instacart accepting EBT and SNAP, we're getting more and more everyday folks who don't tip. They either don't have the means or don't understand tipping at all and want to keep their resources to themselves. Let's get back into the customer's side of things. Talk to your friends and family. Talk to your significant other. Talk to someone who orders DoorDash, who orders Instacart. I bet you they probably have a few bad stories about some of the behavior, some of the things that many of these people out here are doing. Not communicating, not putting things in a hot bag, very simple fundamental things. Then also being creepy, being weird, being aggressive. We have too many dashers out there, too many shoppers out there, too many people doing ubereats that should not be on the platform at all, making us all look bad, doing weird stuff like taking a poop inside of a residential building. All types of weird, odd behaviors that when someone decides, hey, I should tip, they'll just able to use the excuse, well, I had a bad experience a day ago. I had a bad experience 2 weeks ago. And it just brings these kinds of ideas that, well, I don't want to tip because they don't deserve a tip. I had so many bad experiences. So they use all types of excuses not to give us more money. What can we do about this? We can continue to have these kind of posts, these viral posts that can educate some of the customers to realize the reason why you're waiting is because you're not tipping. But at the same time, many customers are very stubborn. If they weren't tipping before, there's a good chance that they probably will continue to do the same behavior. Hopefully some do change. And even if it's a few who do change, that's a good thing. We have to be more judgmental on each offer that we get. And as long as the company is going to pay us more money or the customer tips us more money, that's the only reason we should take these offers. Anytime anyone takes a $2, $3, $4 offer, it hurts everybody. It hurts everybody. And I understand we're independent contractors, you're going to do what you want to do. But these companies understand the analytics. They understand that there's enough people doing the bare minimum, taking this garbage orders. They're going to keep doing it because why would they stop? If enough people are taking them, why would they stop? It's helping them finally make a profit because many of these companies do not make a profit. We can't sit there and take garbage orders because we have too much on the line. And some customers may never understand that. They don't understand the idea of basically doing this on your own. As much as we could try to get them to understand our point of view, some may have closed ears and they will never ever want to hear it. That's unfortunate. So we have to spend our time making sure that we take the best possible offers every single day because we are all running our own little business here. And we can't be taken advantage of. We need to know our worth. Put in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that these kind of viral posts help educate the customers and people will start tipping more? Or you think it's a complete waste of time and people are just going to keep doing what they've been doing? Put in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you guys in the next video.